Today I will be covering Cixin, a very, very interesting author. Before becoming like a full-time writer, Cixin worked as an engineer in a power plant, and this kind of background gave him that unique insight you need to have with the technical details and then what are the scientific, plausible things that are the possibilities and so on. His meticulous approach basically to combine like science with the profound philosophical inquiries, that's what he's really known for. So it's science along with philosophical inquiries, which makes it very interesting. So it weaves like awesome complex narratives, right? And it's all about the cosmos's existential questions, essentially who we are and what is the universe about and so on, but in a fiction sort of fashion. So his ambitious scope essentially is like kind of trying to go through some of the scientific advancement that is happening as part of humanity, and where are we headed, and what is the future. That's what he ponders upon and writes about. Before becoming like a full-time writer, Cixin worked as an engineer in a power plant, and this kind of background gave him that unique insight you need to have with the technical details and then what are the scientific, plausible things that are the possibilities and so on. His meticulous approach basically to combine like science with the profound philosophical inquiries, that's what he's really known for. So it's science along with philosophical inquiries, which makes it very interesting. So it weaves like awesome complex narratives, right? And so the narratives usually are on a cosmic scale. So it's always the entire universe included in his narratives, and of course there are like other life forms that are there in the universe, and it starts off with that, and it basically is a different world that is constructed, and sort of speculative technologies that are really being pursued in the realm of our technological progress. So there is a deep connection to all the human concerns in the form of resilience of the total human spirit. We always fight and we come back and so on. And there is ethical dilemmas that are posed by our technological capabilities and the overall search for meaning. So he has also written numerous short stories, and his works have been translated. He writes in Chinese language, and they have to be translated by someone. So I have my hands on a lot of his translated novels, but not sure how many exist in standalone Chinese before they get translated. But if there are a few, please go and translate them. All of you Chinese to English translators, please go and make them available. So a lot of it is essentially translated into multiple languages, not just English. So he's like very internationally known for his imaginative universes. So his vision is essentially about the universe, what happens, and if we reach out, for example, to the other galaxies, and if they happen to be interested in us, what would happen. So overall themes like that, at least. It's coming on Netflix. So the three-body problem, that's the Netflix series, right? And it was one of the first book in the trilogy. So Cixin did a trilogy series, and the three-body problem is the first book in that series. So these episodes that are going to be released on Netflix is only from the first book, the three-body problem. And it's the where humanity first comes into contact with an alien civilization from the star system of Alpha Centauri. And the novel is set in the backdrop of China's Cultural Revolution. So it introduces A. Wenji, an astrophysicist. The student notices the Red Guards beat her father to death during the Cultural Revolution. So this is a singular event that will shape not only the rest of her life, but also the future of mankind. And that's how the story itself starts. And 4 decades later, after a spate of like a lot of suicides are happening among the elite scientists, the Beijing police request the nanotech engineer Wang Miao to infiltrate a secretive cabal of international scientists. So during this investigation, Wang is introduced into this mysterious online game that immerses him in a virtual world that is ruled by unpredictable interaction of the 3 suns. That's where the 3-body problem comes about, right? It comes about, right? Like the 3 suns. So this is the key to everything. The key to the scientist's death, the key to the humanity's place in the cosmos, and the key to the extinction level threat that the Earth now faces. So that's the overall 3-body problem here, and connected to the 3 suns. The novel explores sort of the societal and individual ramifications of what would happen on this impending first contact with another race or another set of civilizations or cultures that are coming in contact with us. So it sets the stage for a complex interstellar drama, and the discovery of the Solarians' plan to invade Earth leads into a global panic, and it also leads into the establishment of the Earth Tri-Solaris Organization, ETO, and also the variant human responses to the threat of annihilation. So the first contact and annihilation, they all go hand in hand, right? So that's what the 3-body problem covers, and it's a very interesting read. And I am sure, like Benioff and Weiss will come up with amazing streaming content with this book, and it's a lot in the book as well. So I'm waiting to see this. So the next second one in the trilogy is The Dark Forest, and Obama himself has provided like a review for all these 3 novels in the trilogy, right? And he says wildly imaginative, and that's what it is. Cixin is wildly imaginative and sort of captures him with his narratives. So The Dark Forest itself, the second book in the trilogy, the beginning, like the universe is a forest patrolled by numberless and nameless predators. So it's full of predators. So the stealth is the survival, and any civilization that reveals its location is bound to be the prey. And Earth has happened to reveal itself. So others facing an existential threat in this universe are on the way. They're making their way to Earth. So the Tri-Solarian fleet has left their homeworld and will arrive in about 4 centuries, right? But the need and there is an urgency to this whole thing. It's not like they are 4 centuries away, but their savants, their extra-dimensional emissaries, have already infiltrated human society, and they are kind of derailing all the scientific progress that humankind is trying to make. So they are putting hurdles all over into the place for all our scientific progress. So only the individual human mind remains immune to the savants. So that becomes the motivation for the Wall Face project, which is sort of a defense project that is granted, and 4 individuals are enrolled with almost absolute power to design the secret strategies. So hidden through deceit and sort of different misdirections from all the Earth's people, the Tri-Solaris are also hidden from this kind of progress that is being made to this wall-facer project. 3 of the wall-facers are influential statesmen and scientists, but the 4th is sort of an unknown character, Luo Ji, an unambitious Chinese astronomer. He is at first surprised and baffled by the new status he's been given, and all he knows is that he's the one. He's being targeted by the Trisolarians for being part of the wall-facer project. That's all he knows, and he's baffled, right? So that's the 2nd book, and the 3rd book in the trilogy is called Death's End. Very interesting beginning, right? Like half a century after the Doomsday Battle, the Dark Forest deterrence, like from the 2nd book in the series, it has kept the Trisolarians invaders at bay. So, but it's sort of also a creation of an uneasy balance, like there is sort of peace on Earth and unprecedented prosperity that is happening on Earth, and that's been triggered by sort of this peace, which is like a time where everybody was worried, and now to a peaceful time where there is a lot of progress and prosperity that is happening on Earth. So with sort of the human science is also advancing, and the Trisolarians are also adopting the Earth culture. So the 2 civilizations can coexist peacefully, but it's also it doesn't mean the end of everything, right? Like the terrible threat to mutually assured annihilation was the reason for this peace process that happened. But that's not it. So that's what this book is trying to uncover. So has the human race become completely complicit? That's the question at bay in this third book. So there comes Cixin, an aerospace engineer from the 21st century, who awakens from hibernation into this new age. So she brings a lot of knowledge from the long forgotten program dating back to the start of the Solaris crisis, and her presence is may fatally upset the delicate balance that has been recently achieved, and also the prosperity is there on Earth as a balance between the 2 worlds. But the universe is always a dark and dangerous place, right? Devoid of mercy or sentiment. So will humanity reach for the stars or die in its cradle? That's the question being explored as part of this book. And the novel itself sort of explores the limitations of science and the vast indifferent expanse of the cosmos itself, and the themes of sacrifice. So that's like the overall theme in this. It also presents a vision for the future, which is probably like very awe-inspiring, I would say, and that's what Obama put, like awe-inspiring. Awe-inspiring was another word that he used. So it's a very good read. So do go and read these 2. Read this trilogy, and you may end up watching the 3-body problem first, and then at least go and read these other 2 books in the trilogy.